Hello families around the world, how are you doing? This is a short video. Mainly I want to chat to parents, and at the same time it's for anyone who's interested in kids yoga and thinks kids yoga is something that can enhance and nurture and uplift a relationship with a child, a relationship within the family, or just the connection and the feeling for ourselves. When we add kids yoga into our lives in any sort of ways you can, as a teacher, counselor, parent, auntie, uncle, relative, friend, there are really actually no limits of how and when you can add the splash of kids yoga in any relationship with children around you. So have that in mind while you're listening. So when we think of kids yoga, it's many things, and I will probably do a few videos on all the things that I believe it is and it isn't, and what it can do and what it cannot do. And today I wanted to talk about the fact that kids yoga are doing poses together in a fun way. It can be breathing, it can be games, it can be a few yoga poses, it can be incorporating mindfulness and relaxation and breathing with yoga poses, all sorts of different ways of how you can combine them. And if you have more questions on how to combine or when to combine, or you want it like specifically to core strength or gross motor skill, fine motor skill, you want it for renewed energy, you want it to calm down, let me know, DM me, and I will give you maybe a few game or ideas, or even a very specific pose and flow for you, just tailored to your need. And I wanted to touch on one of those things. So when sometimes the kids have crazy amount of energy, or there's just no way to kind of get to them, or for them to listen to you right now, or they're just hyper all over the shop or emotional, and they're just not really hearing you or responding. And yes, sometimes it's good, and depending on the personality of your child and their wiring, it sometimes can be good if you get them to jump on a trampoline, or you do something very energetic, or you do a wall stand competition. We can hopefully have another video on that. And I wanted to touch base on downward dog today and the magic of downward dog. And even though it's when a child is having very high energy right now, and you maybe say, okay, maybe I need to just get him or her to sit down and breathe and calm down and do some deep breathing or relaxation, or maybe I need to get them to go on the scooters and go up and down the street for 5 minutes, I am here to give you another alternative as well, and that is the pose of downward dog. And there are many benefits, and I have touched on this in the past, why and what downward dog does. And I want to go into a little bit of more details of when your child or the child has a lot of high energy and you're not really sure maybe what's going on, and they are not really sure what's going on sometimes either, many times, most of the time. Doing downward dog yoga, and I would almost make it like a ritual for them, that when you say, let's do downward dog yoga, or hey, downward dog game, or whatever code word you want to create in between. So that is already part of the special connection and magic, is that you will have that one word that is special to them within your space and within your relationship. And when you say, hey, let's do our downward dog thing, right? And I wanted to take you through the steps of how you can actually make it more purposeful and more with a specific goal of actually changing the energy around, and that having in mind. And that is, make sure you take off your shoes. Make sure you're standing tall for a few seconds, and make sure you have space around you. Even if you're doing it together, or you're guiding somebody, or you're doing it as the role model because you want to show them of what is possible, what they can do. You want to teach them, show them, encourage them. So you're the one doing it. They may not follow you right away, yet they see the fun and the amazingness. When you stand tall for a few seconds, really feeling your feet on the floor, And then you have an option of either raising your arms up and then slowly moving down into downward dog yoga, or raise your arms up and go and touch your toes and then slowly move your fingers up and forward into the downward dog pose. And what this will do is we will actually make your head go downward, so you're in an upside down pose. And we will gently and nicely start stretching your arms and your shoulders, lengthening your back and your legs and hamstring, and really give you an overall good feeling. And when we are in this feeling also, I would really encourage you to share it out loud and say, we are having our feet grounded and planted on the floor. And then you are welcome to lift your feet off the ground and maybe just pedal them so your muscles in your legs wake up and also get a bit of a stretch. And then you're really putting your attention to your leg and feeling the stretch in your legs, your hips, your back. You can even suck in your belly button a little bit so you can, waken up your core and your body from the middle, from your center as well. And really going then up from your tummy into your heart and lungs, and then into your shoulder, and really then feeling when your arms are stretched out, how you can feel the stretch in your shoulders, in your neck and in your arms, and that strengthening as well. And really paying your attention as well to your fingers on the floor and how you're planting your fingers and really connecting to the ground, earthing yourself, grounding yourself, really spreading your fingers, which is an amazing exercise. Yes, because it strengthens us and it grounds us and earths us, but also because we are using our thumbs and fingers for so much typing and phones and video games. And what do we actually do to stretch and give our muscles in the fingers that do so much for us, to give them some love and stretch them out? So really give that also some attention into your hands, and then into your face, into your head, into your really releasing tension in your chin and your face, relaxing your face muscles. And when your head is down, so when we're doing downward dog yoga, our head will be facing down. That will give you renewed blood and oxygen, which is giving you renewed energy and renewed perspective. And when you I took now about 5.5 minutes to talk about that pose, and when you take a little bit longer than usual to really go through the motions and then go through your body from toes up to your head to really think and feel and connect with what you're doing, and then share it with the child, you will see a change inside of you and inside the child right away. And from there, you can then go into games, you can go into relaxation, you can go into more breathing exercise, or you can go into double poses, be it with the same downward dog. You can do double dog in different ways, or you can do it in other ways. And I'm telling you, guaranteed, it will give you a calmer sense of self, it will give you a calmer child, and it will help you to, be it a bedtime routine that's not going well, or you're just not seeing eye to eye right now, or your child is just not seeing or being able to find their way. And sometimes we are not able to find our way. It will help you to literally create a few minutes that will break that cycle and give you the kids' yoga language of connection and feel good feeling. So let me know how you go. Thanks for listening, and have a beautiful day, evening, night, wherever you are.